Bing. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, and today in this video we're gonna talk about three things on the charts. So the first thing first, we're gonna talk about, us breaking the trend. We are above 20 moving average, crossing some lines. We're gonna talk about that, but this is only one of two trends, which brings us to the next thing we're gonna talk about, and that's the real trend we have to break. This is the line we have to break. This is what's gonna kick the bullishness in high gear towards the upside. And then after that, we're gonna talk about some kind of shorter term analysis and why I think we're gonna have some kind of pullback right now before we actually continue towards the upside. That said, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons, and let's see what's happening. So guys, we just officially are above 20 moving average. Now it does look like we closed below the 20 moving average. This is the 20 moving average, this red line, we closed below it, but as you can see here, we are opening above the 20 moving average. This is basically saying we are above 20 moving average, and that's a very good signal right now that we are above that. So this is very bullish. Not only that, the way that you officially break some kind of trends, it's not just by breaking the trend line. You gotta go, this is high, this is lower high, this is lower high. You gotta break this pattern, and the only way to break this a lower heights pattern towards downside is to get a higher high. And look what's happening here, guys. Look what happened here. Let's just clean up here. Let's put the line down here, and you gotta zoom in to see this, but if you zoom in really nicely, you'll see that we have actually officially right now, yesterday in fact, broken the trend. So this was some kind of high, and this is higher high. So we are technically broken the trend towards the upside. Not only did we broke the trend, we also got above this 20 moving average up here. So in the world of the small trends, this is very good stuff. So this trend that we had over here, down here, this is some kind of falling wedge down here that was happening. This was a trend line that was pushing us on the downside. This is actually right now broken, and this is confirmation of the that we have actually broken. We are above 20 moving average. We are above the higher lower high. So all good and dandy. But as you've noticed, alts are not actually reacting to this. Why? Because this is only a short-term trend line. This is only a short-term trend line, and this trend line only is affecting this part down here. So we are no longer doing something like this up here. Maybe we're gonna do something like this or something like this. It's not very exciting right now. There is a bigger trend line on this, which gets us to the next point, and that's this one, guys. This is the trend line that we have to break. You can see right now that we are getting to that trend line on the dollar almost right up there. So we are trying to break that trend line, and this is the trend line that we actually have to break. This is the trend line that's gonna kick the bullishness into high gear, and everybody's gonna get really excited about everything, and everybody's gonna start talking about altcoins are gonna explode towards the upside. At least that's what we're hoping for, right? So this is the trend line that we have to break, guys. This is the trend line we have to break. You can see here we've been trying for several times to break, but I think as soon as we break, it's gonna be the same effect like we had the last time on the smaller breakout. I think this is gonna have the same effect. I mean, it's gonna kick crypto Twitter in high gear, and everybody's gonna talk about bullish numbers up here at the top, right? So we still got this 53,000 target up here. We are not going away from that. First thing first, we gotta break this trend up here, up here, and then maybe go to the 53, then break 53 and continue towards the upside, but one step at a time, and we're gonna get there. One step at a time, right? And we're gonna get there. So this is right now not yet finished. So what's happening down here, and it gives us the third thing we're gonna talk in this video, and this is some kind of falling wedge. So we had this falling wedge down here, right? We had this falling wedge down here, and we broke out of that, and this looked like maybe it was some kind of a retest on the wedge. Maybe it was some kind of retest on the wedge, and depends on how you draw this. Maybe it's something like this up here. It looks like it was some kind of retest on the wedge, but it really doesn't matter whether it's this line up here or this line. It's in the ballpark area down here. The most important thing is what's happening up here. Let me just show you right now. Let me remove the moving average for a second up here and go to the even small time frames, and what you're gonna see here is the pattern that's being formed. So we got a big impulsive move towards the upside, and we got this flagging towards the upside. A lot of people will call this a bull flag, but this is not, unfortunately, it's not a bull flag. Bull flags look something like this. You have impulsive move, and then you flag towards the downside. Now the downside flag flagging, that's a bull flag, and you continue towards the upside. Unfortunately, this is very bearish pattern up here. We go towards the upside, and then you flag towards the upside, and this oftentimes just drop you downside. It doesn't drop you back to where you started from, but it does drop you around around the same place where you started flagging up here, give or take. And you can see that you know, we start flagging around, you know, breakout points. So you know, we should be expecting either these low levels down here at some kind of 48.3 levels, or even all the way down here some kind of 47.5 levels down here, hitting these levels. At least that's what I'm seeing. Now, not only that, if you look at the previous trend line that we just talked about, the big trend line needs to be broken. We are hitting that trend line right now as a resistance. Let's go back to the 1 hourly time frame so you can see that. You can see that we are pretty close to hitting that trend line as a resistance right now, and I think we need to pull back a little bit. Now, if this breaks to the upside, you know, you can disregard this video and come back and look at tomorrow's video where I say I'm sorry, but I think this should pull back a little bit, and it's gonna be very good for altcoins. Although once we pull back right now, there's gonna be like 1-2% pullback, maybe even 3% pullback. Altcoins are gonna suffer, but it just might be a very nice place to, you know, get into some kind of longs, because if this support holds, we're going to the moon, guys. We're going to the moon. We gotta do this, you know, and then break out of the big trend line, and you know, that's it. So this pullback down here might be, you know, God-given for everybody who didn't buy the dip and stuff like that. So we are looking, you know, to get a nice bounce off of this. So this flagging up here gonna pull us towards downside. How much towards downside? Well, that depends. We got some kind of moving average down here on the 1 hourly time frame. You can see here, once we start breaking that, we got 50 down here. These moving averages down here on the 4 hourly time frame. That's around this again, this 100 moving average down here, but even all the way down to 47.5, where the 20 and 50 moving averages, we can drop all the way down as well, and then bounce off it. So anywhere below, I would say anywhere below between 47.5 all the way up to some kind of 48.5 in this range down here. Like how much we're gonna have a pullback, it kind of depends, but I think some kind of pullback is in the books right now, and that's what I'm expecting to happen. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video today, hit the like button on the way out, you know, subscribe to the channel and stuff like that, you know. Bye-bye.
That was genius. Thank you. Great job. You guys did it. No, it's you.